Hi, everybody, and welcome to Inclusion Podcast, a podcast designed to give you permission to think differently and to push you to a new level of understanding and awareness. A safe space where you tap into your level of abundance in all areas of your life and business. I'm Gigi, your host and provider of happiness. In today's conversation, we'll talk about the future of event industry. And for that, we have Blue and Chloe Gonzalez, owner of Banger Production, which is an event company trading in Cork City, and they took over the Kino in 2022 March. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hey
Good.
Gigi, how are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm really good. I'm really happy to have you here.
I'm excited to be here, Gigi. I'm so excited.
Yeah, really.
Right.
I just wanted to say congratulations first of all, because now it has been a year that you
Yes,
with the
indeed.
Kino.
Thank you.
So
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not
A lot
easy
of
for
ups
sure.
and downs, a lot of haters, a lot of
But
people
you're
don't
still
want to see
there.
me win. But we're still out here.
We're still standing.
Still collect W's.
That's why we want the spirit, winner spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for putting as well a multicultural event, opening different music as well. So it's really great to see those changing finally happening in Cork.
Yeah, we're glad to do it, to be
Mhm.
honest. It was always the priority, you know,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
as you know, the Cork scene is always been the same.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go, you're going to get the same music, the same thing. So it was time to kind of do something new. And even though I think we're going to speak about that later. A lot of other people copy us, but
But that's
it's good.
great. It's better to have people who are copying you, so you know you're a source of inspiration, but they will never take your vision.
Yeah, but what's the
Mm.
point you copying me when I was basically going to ask in your venue for me to do those things that I'm doing in the Kino?
Because they didn't get it at the time while you were there.
Oh, okay.
You were a pioneer.
Yeah. Gigi saying is allowed. Copy. I agree with her. Let's go.
So guys, let's start and give me a bit of introduction so we know a bit of your background.
Okay. My name is Gilberto Gomez. Everybody know as Blue. My background is mainly music.
Mhm.
I came from music side. You know, I started doing music when I moved from here, from Holland to here. I was already doing music over there, but I started doing music here. So with music, we went to shoot music videos a little bit. I had a group called Just Friends that was part of 4 members, me, Cliff McShetty, Junior, and Arnold.
Mhm.
So we went doing music all together, and then we went doing a couple festival here and there, and then I started getting kind of love for management part of it as well, because you know you have 4 friends doing shows left and right. Nobody knows.
Mhm.
Everybody just want to be on stage, so one of us need to be more back and
Organizing
organizing
leading,
and
yeah.
being part of it. And I think I started falling in love with organizing shows, and then I team up with one of my friends, Grills. He was doing gigs. We started doing couple gigs here and there in Cork. You know, Fortune was back then active as well, and that's where it all started from. And then I wanted to do my own thing, knocking doors on venues, a lot of different venues in Cork City. Ask them, can we host this in there? You know, there's sometimes you get a lot of no, 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 no. So then hunger start building into it, and then when you comfortable, you can kind of afford and do your own stuff. And when Kino showed up, no brainer, took it and run with it. You know.
What about you, Chloe?
My name's Chloe Gonzalez and I go by Chloe Gonzalez. I don't have another name. I met Blue 6 years ago, and that's how I got into the whole event scene and organising and everything. He was doing shows, he was organising gigs, he was doing video production and photography, and I just fell in love with it all. So I went and I got my event management degree. And we just kind of took it from there. He got me into Miss Bikini Ireland, and we set up a modelling agency after that. So I just kind of got inspired with how everyone's in those competitions looked the same.
Yeah.
And there was very few diversity like in there. So we decided to set up a modelling agency with like all different shapes and sizes, all different ethnic groups, all from all over the world. And that's how the diversity came into like the events as well. It kind of, because we used the girls a lot with music videos and going to different events, and then the Kino showed its opportunity and we brought that diversity in there then as well.
That's great. That's great. How do you balance, guys, your personal and professional lives as a couple running a business venue and together?
Yeah, we don't.
No, it's not an option.
It's 24/7. The odd day, the odd hour.
It can work.
But it's exhausting work. Like, it really is exhausting. It is 24/7. When we're at home, we're still talking about the Kino. We're still talking about plans we're making. We're still talking about different events, everything that we can possibly be doing to make the Kino bigger and better. And, so it's non-stop. Like, it really isn't.
There's a big difference between you do an event once a month or twice in a month, but once a month is what mainly promoters will do, than you open every day.
Every day, yeah. True.
It's different because your brain need to be constantly working. Your brain need to constantly come with idea. Can you imagine places like I would call Reardons and Cyprus? They have marketing people behind them. They have people that they're going to fly. They have people that are in charge into booking certain people. We don't. We only have 2 people. So we need constantly every week thinking of strategy on how to get people in. And we've been doing this for the whole year. It's not easy. It's not easy. So it's a 24 hours job. And you gotta love what you're doing. Because if you don't, But then again, have God number one in your prayers every day. And then everything is achievable. So,
that's great. Yeah. But it shows as well a great determination from both of you guys, because you need to have strength in terms of your personality, and you need as well to have the other person who can rely on when you feel a bit weaker or feel tired or sick.
Yeah.
So it's really important to have that bond as a couple to be able to manage both.
It is indeed.
I think we're lucky as well that we both have the same interests.
True.
We are lucky in that way.
I need to say I'm lucky she has the same interest that I was doing, that I'm doing already. Because if she was like, I'm not with all that, then
it will be even
harder
for you. Yeah.
Because she kind of found me into the scene already doing that.
Didn't find you in the Kino though.
And then
didn't find you in the Kino.
No, but I mean, I'm on about in the scene and doing things, all these things already, But yeah, you need to have a person that is kind of on the same, lane. Because if wasn't that, then we would have problem a lot, and not even Kino would be here, not even anything else. I don't know, would be on it. I only know my determination, how I am. So, and when someone come in your life and he's really like what you're doing and want to be part of it, you have to option and introduce that person into it or not to, and in my case, I'm always willing to open. Even DJs coming to Kino, they're like, oh, we want to start DJing. They never been DJing nowhere, no places, and we give them the 4 shots. Now they DJing different places, so just need to be an open-minded person. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, it's really important. We know that the event industry is responsible to hire 35,000 people in Ireland, just in Ireland, and it generates more than 8.5 million in export and 3.5 billion in the economy annually. So for sure there is a niche, but you need to be creative. How do you implement your creativity to differentiate your business?
No, I understand why they don't want to give us the night. Because they're stealing our money, but okay.
Well, we always said, like when we went into the Kino, that we wanted to be a multicultural venue, so we wanted to, obviously Afrobeats was one of our main ones in what we wanted to do. and our salsa, bachata, kizomba night. So we try to really touch on a lot of different cultures, like that Afro beats, the Latin nights, Brazilian nights, Bollywood nights.
Yes.
Because they're not in Cork, you know, they're not seen there, and we always wanted to be different, you know, we didn't want to be the same as any other like bar or pub or club or venue that opened. We really wanted to bring our own
identity.
Yeah, exactly, you know, and the diversity in there. So it was just that, like, implementing those things as opposed to having students in like every Thursday or Friday or Saturday. It's having those nights specifically for those specific cultures, you know.
The thing is that the scene, it was always the same.
Mm-hmm.
You need to bring something to shake things up a little bit. Like, we brought up Bollywood. I was in UK, in Birmingham. They have a massive place where they do Bollywood night. That's Indian night. And I was just looking from outside. And I'm just look like, wow, these people really love the music. And then in that place was only Indian. And then when I came here, there was none. So we introduced that to the Kino. And now luckily they are copy. But it is what it is.
Source of inspiration, you know.
That's it. You know.
We know that technology impact as well the event venue industry. How do you adapt with those technology?
I think they brought a little bit more life into artists, because I think they did bring more life to the artists, because at the end of the day the labels weren't the only one eating. The labels are the one that make the money. Well, there's good labels. Not every labels is the same.
Yes.
But a lot of artists weren't kind of like, you know, killing themselves with, you know, financially. And now having social media like TikTok, Instagram, SoundCloud, and all these things, it kind of helped them by you know, by them putting work out and selling their music and stuff like that. Now for us, let's speaking about the event side of it and stuff like is the likes of Eventbrite, definitely Facebook, Instagram, TikTok is one of no, I keep saying TikTok, not TikTok. Snapchat is one of them that I kind of use the most to share flyers and stuff like that. You know, so it definitely help a lot. It's a big help.
Okay. So social media and event promotion, like you said just Eventbrite. There is a study showing that 64% of the attendees they will make their decision based on the tools and the event that is online. So are you using more Eventbrite or any other competitor to broadcast your event?
We definitely use the Eventbrite for sell tickets and to keep up with how many tickets being sold, because it helps a lot. But you know, okay, you expect 130, 40 people bought ticket.
Yeah.
So you expect 100% that those people will come.
Yes.
Even though a lot of people buying ticket, they still don't come. But I can tell you 80 to 95% those people would come. You know, and it's also help us to know, okay, we kind of reach nearly all capacity.
Yes, you know, to estimate.
Not to estimate, no. You know, and also, you know, a lot of people go and check your page and they look at it, you know, your Eventbrite, they follow your Eventbrite page. That also help, because next time you have events, you can just throw out there, and then, you know, they may not buy today, and then what the beauty of Eventbrite, you can also reschedule. Like this week, we send a reminder to people to know, look, this event is coming up. You know, next week, the event is coming up. So the more likely you'll be seeing it, the more be like, you know what, this event is actually kind of promised. So the next time you come up, you definitely go buy a ticket. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, with the marketing tools with Eventbrite, it is, because you can rely on that. Like, anybody that buys the ticket, they have to put in their email, so it's automatically saved to our account on, you know, so it is good that way. Definitely.
And the fact that you said that they can add your email, we can move to the next question, which is about the privacy and security for event, because privacy regulation is changing, and the fact that we are acquiring personal data from our customer, now it's considered as a sensitive information as much as financial information. So how do you handle that?
Well, now, that department depends on what type of data you're collecting. Okay. So I would say on the event part of it, we only collect the emails.
Mm-hmm.
So people that kind of buy tickets from Eventbrite, from Odin, we can collect the emails so that we can use a strategy of promoting event. You know, since we on this topic, it's actually something that came in my head that I think I would do, but I won't say it now. But it is very important. So we kind of collect, just emails and just to remind people, look, you came that week or that month, you bought these tickets, you enjoyed yourself. Hear it again. We doing again. Would you like it or not? So it is really important,
Okay.
So, but you need to be very careful.
Yes, yeah, you have to.
those things,
Yeah. So, what are the challenges you have faced, and how do you overcome them, guys?
Do you want me to do one and you do one? There's more than two, but
So you don't want me to stay honest? Okay, let's stay honest.
No, obviously opening first, like when we got the Kino and we were planning everything. When we opened, we got hit with a lot of like reality, mostly. But one of the main challenges for us is definitely, it's like especially with the way the economy is going with the licensing. Like we would talk a lot with Give Us the Night as well, and the other businesses that try help the different venues and stuff to overcome with the licensing, and it's so expensive. Like it really is so expensive, especially the whole late exemption as well, to go late. Like they've brought down the price now, thank God, but they're trying to scrap it completely. If they could scrap it, I think a lot more venues would be able to open later for more days, obviously. But
can you give us an average of how much it costs?
When we opened
Okay.
first,
license,
it was
the late license.
So basically, let's recap. So for you to open a night, okay? For me to open a normal night, if I want to go up to 2:30, so I need to get a lawyer first of all, right? Now you can do without a lawyer, but that doesn't guarantee you that your night will go late. Now they wanna have a lawyer involving, so you need to pay the lawyer. Now all lawyers start. The lawyer start with 250. Just for him to show up, that's 250 for the lawyer. And then you need to pay €50 for him to swear. Because you need to stay on stand and swear, right? So that's 300 already, right? The night itself, for the license, for one night that you want to open to the extra 1 hour, 1 hour and plus. For you to stay open, that's 210. So just before you run your event, you already spent 510. Now that's with the new price.
Yeah, the
that
new
you
prices.
dropped it.
It used to be
It used to be 410
per night. Yeah.
So we weren't paying every night that people saw that we were open. That was 410 to open late, and then another 250, and then swear 300
Nearly
euro.
1,000, like.
So around €710 each. Yeah, a bit more. Let me just be nice. That's what I was paying to be party until 12.
Then you really have to rely on people coming in the door, like, and spending money at the bar and tickets at the door. You know, like it's hard. Like it's really tough. Especially when you have to.
That's kind of one difficulties that you, a small venue, go through. Bear in mind, those other venues, they have investors and they have a lot of people involved. We have nobody. We have us. And it's not fair for small venues to go the same way as the big venues.
They don't do bucket for people?
They do. Well, you can pay a whole year. That means a whole lump of money.
You have to have that in advance and
we
hope
don't
that
have
you make
nobody.
it back. It's tough. Like we've said that so many times to put in multiple dates, but it's like, okay, do we have that funding to do it? And
And to be honest, I just feel like that whole paying to go late. It's just that shouldn't even be there.
No.
Yeah, true.
Because we already paying a lot.
Mm.
Paying the delivery guy to bring my goods, my supplier. You have your staff you need to pay. In our case, we still need to pay our landlord, pay the bins,
Yeah.
pay security. You know, it goes a lot. You know, and then it's a lot. But you know,
Like, I think I would like you to understand the whole licensing, because the licensing gets done every year. But to open late is not a license.
no,
You know, it's a fee it's basically a fee that you're
It's a
paying to
fee.
say,
Okay. So
and you have to make the guards aware that you're going to open late. But like with the licensing, you'd understand, you get over that because they're yearly. So you're just, once you get it, you have it for the year.
okay.
But like with the whole late exemption, like it just should be scrapped completely. You know, no problem like making the guards aware and all that completely.
Yeah.
But the payment of it, like for what? You know, for what? It's
It shouldn't be there.
No.
I call it a scam.
frustrating. Like, you
That's
know,
pretty much
it
it.
is.
But end of the day, it goes back to what I said earlier. You need to love what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Be passionate.
If you start putting money in front of everything, you ain't going nowhere in life.
Yeah, it's all about knowing the why you are
Yeah.
doing it.
Yes.
Exactly.
And as long
You
as
know?
you know why, you
Mhm.
You love what you're doing and just keep going. The whole idea we wanted to do this was for 2 years.
Mhm.
You know, and you say you say the challenge we face it, right, with whole thing. The whole thing is the challenge would be also part of, you know, we call them multicultural venue and people can book their space,
Mhm.
but most of people that when cause they know you, they think he's my friend, we can just go get a friend discount and he's gonna give us for free. They don't know the whole thing that goes in.
Hustle with behind
know?
the strategy,
Yes.
the
And
time.
again, like
yes.
that is frustrating. Or people that come up to the door as well and they're like, "Oh, Blue's DJing, I know Blue," or "Oh, I know Chloe." Or it's like, if you knew us, support us
Yeah,
then. You
yeah.
know, if you really felt that way,
So-
support us.
And
But
it's not only that, like there was a need for space,
Yeah.
special for or melanins and or black culture,
Mhm.
a space for hip hop night in Cork. Now they weren't crying, Cork is dry, Cork there's nothing in Cork, there's not this, there's not that. Then when you put your own money into it and you create a space, the same people they
They're not
realize,
showing up.
oh, I'll be there every day. You don't even see them once. Now, if I didn't or we didn't have the brain to be able to say, you know what, listen, we cannot just do this. We need to, every week we need to change it and we need to be able to do this. If I had to count only with my people all the time, I would close in 1 month.
Yeah.
You
So
understand?
I guess adaptability is a key point.
Yes.
Yeah.
like if we told you our plan that we had when we opened compared to now, it's completely different.
Totally different.
Completely different. But this year has taught us a lot of like what works, what doesn't work,
Yeah.
what to try and what not to try. Like we have learned a huge amount in this year. Because we were going in, I won't say completely blind, but like we didn't know what to expect when
Yeah,
we opened.
that's it, yeah.
You know?
In a sense, I would call myself, for my own opinion, I would call kind of blind because this is what I thought. Okay, Gigi, I'm having my venue. I'm about to be rich. I'm about to make money.
We'll have
Okay.
staff working. We won't be there.
We're gonna throw the hottest party in Cork. I don't need to pay no well staff, yes, all this, but no licenses, all this. No.
No,
I
we
can-
were hitting the face.
I can
like
tell
we
you
were.
right now, every September, because all the license need to be renewed. And Kino is small. Guess how much we pay every September, roughly, to renew licenses? I can give you that because it's a
No
public
clue, yeah,
it's
no
a
clue.
public because people if really want to find them understand.
Mhm.
So we spend 5,000 six or 700, right? 5,000 or let's say 600
For the year.
for
Licenses
yeah
and-
to renew the license. That's just licensing.
Just license it.
And it's a lot of nonsense into that. Like, well, let me just not
Yeah.
speak it out. We love you, City Council. I love you. But yeah, it is a lot of like that. That is, it don't make sense.
Mhm.
It goes back to what I'm telling you. You gotta love what you're doing.
Oh, you do.
You know,
Big
people
time.
just come. They're just thinking like it look nice. Honestly, people, it actually do look nice. you know, you open whenever you want, you close it. You cannot close whenever you want, but you can open whenever you want. You can throw your events. The days that I used to knock on people's door, look, please give us a venue. We want to do this.
You don't have to do
Now,
that anymore.
I
Yeah,
don't have
we
to do
have that
now.
freedom, definitely.
I always wanted to put a gig together because I'm an artist. We doing it. Now we have sponsorship. Luckily, thank Monster, thank Hennessy for push it.
Yeah,
Did you know we
before
went to
that,
the Hennessy
yeah,
house?
told us a bit about that before handing the
Oh,
episode because that was a great
a
experience.
lot of people kind of diss me but it's not for everybody to go there. Not everybody can go there. You can watch from outside the building, but you cannot go in the building. But it was beautiful to go there.
It was.
And I didn't knew I'm so wow, mind blowing, and I like stuff like that. Stuff like that kind of motivate me even to work harder. Just realize that Hennessy is actually made, and when I was saying Hennessy is actually made in Ireland, but people is like, no, it's not a French. It's a French brand. No, wait, the person that made Hennessy is from Ireland. Hennessy's Hennessy's made in Cork, but branded in France.
Okay.
So it's
That's how people need to
because
know.
Hennessy is a cognac.
Yes.
It's in the region of cognac, so that's
So
where it's made, and
it's made in Ireland, branded in France.
yeah.
So that's how it's supposed to be. But then again, did you know that they also own Moet Chandon,
And Jack Daniel.
Jack Daniel? Like that's things I was like, wow, and
No, it was great. It was very
nice.
interesting. It was
It's nice to
really
be in the
interesting.
house, and I was just like, we went to the cave.
They give you a new vision as well for the future. I guess?
Yeah.
A lot, a lot, a real a lot. Mhm.
Okay, guys. So before just ending, we arrive at the end of the podcast. So, what advice will you give as an industry leader for even professional looking to enter in the field in 2023 and beyond?
You want to go first? And I'll say mine.
Don't.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's going back to what we were saying. You really need to love what you're doing, because I don't think we would have lasted the year if we didn't love what we were doing. Like, you are faced with a lot of challenges and a lot of setbacks, a lot of disappointments. But you just need to keep getting up and keep going. And again, if you don't love doing what you won't do it. So it is definitely about doing something that you love. Don't give up, because it will eventually happen. Like we said, he was knocking on doors a lot longer before I was. But even in those 6 years when we were looking for venues and keep knocking, he keeps hearing no, we don't want to do these events, or we don't have the space for you, or whatever. Eventually it will come. It's just patience, and just don't give up. If it's your dream, it's your dream,
What I would say was, can I keep 100?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, I would say definitely,
Don't do it.
definitely, if you don't do it for the money.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's really
one.
important to say that. Yeah.
If you gonna do something, don't put money in front of it. A lot of people make mistakes. They just think, oh, let me just go. I'm money hungry. No, don't do it for that. And another thing I would say, don't be how can I say? Don't be ignorant. Be open minded. Be able to listen to people, and stuff like that. You should be like Gigi can come down to Kino and maybe say, "Oh, did you ever thought about doing these things?" I may say, yeah, whatever. But I'm the type of person I may say whatever. But I'm going home. Wait, Gigi say something? Let me give it a go. So be open minded, And the other thing is, watch out your surrounding is very important.
Okay.
Because everybody will want to come down. They will want to be part of the group.
Sure.
And you will teach a lot of people in there. You will give them a space for them to start doing their own events or their own gigs. And then from tomorrow, they will stab you from behind and they want to take your ideas to different places.
You should never.
There's a lot of people that I kind of gave them a chance and I told them a blueprint that is really important. But, people always going to be people. But end of the day, just the way I say it, I'll keep nice and simple and cute. You just need to love God, and that's it. Other than that, if you don't do it.
And just to add
Yeah.
of what you're saying, never bite the hand that feeds you. Never bite the hand that
Yeah.
feeds you.
Thanks, Gigi, for
Thank you,
having me.
guys. I really
You're a
enjoyed.
star.
Thank
Okay.
you. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you gain a valuable insight and inspiration as well to help you on your own journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to let a review so we can spread out and we can reach out more people and like-minded people like us. And don't forget, remember that entrepreneurship is not just about building but a successful business, but it's about as well living a fulfilling and purpose life and enjoying what you're doing. So see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.